Hey, welcome back to the Anchorage where everything is awesome, and I have a little special treat for you today. It is a huge treat. It has to deal with this. I did away with it. Yeah, you see it on the screen right now, but you're not going to in a second. This is it. I updated my border graphics, so there we go. So why don't I go over the little aspects of it real quick for you? Up here in this corner, we have a hammer, kind of like a sledge, kind of like a hammer. It's reminiscent of Mjolnir or Thor's hammer a little bit. Everybody recognizes Mjolnir today from the Thor movies, which is run by the Disney Empire, and I'm not about that. So if you happen to look at the lore and everything like that, it was more of a utility, imagery of it, and that picture fits that. Over here, we have the Linux mascot. His name is Tux, and he's a penguin, and he's cute. So I did that. This image right here, good knives and forks. That's for my dinner quest line that I do when I make little snacks or meals, or when I cook or whatever, about food in general, and like that. And that over there is regarding my series that I do for Quest New Hampshire, where when I travel around to different places in New Hampshire, and I talk a little bit about it. I haven't done many videos in that because I haven't really gone to any place that's really was really worth it quite yet. I've gone to what? Been to Benson Park. Been out there. I've been to the water wheel at the Hooksett Tolls on 93. I've been to Old Fort Number 4, which is in Charlestown. I was there last when I was in third grade, very long time ago. And it was great to go back and walk around, although it wasn't busy at all. I didn't have anybody, and it wasn't the time of the year where they would have a lot of people to begin with. It was last summer, so uh, I do have a couple other places in mind. I've been to a couple of places, and ooh, I'd like to get out to one, which is out on the coast. Maybe a couple places, but at least one out of the coast, and I'd like to get to one in the northern part of the state. So, and maybe another one in the central or southern part of the state as well. I just have to decide on that, and make arrangements for that and stuff like that. But and as you can see down along the bottom here, right down here, we've got the name of the channel, The Anchorage. And of course, everyone will look at that and say, why do you have it spelled TEH? TEH. That's inspiration that I got from a web comic regarding World of Warcraft from Dave Kozak, who at the time he worked for a website that did news articles regarding about video games and stuff like that. But he was really into World of Warcraft, and he did a web series called Flintlock, and I read it, and it is funny because Flintlock, he's a dwarf, and he's funny, and there's another character by the name of Loping, and he is a Chinese script kiddie for just you botting a character all around the world of World of Warcraft and just looting everything. And he spells loot as LEWT, and he always spelled the word the with TEH. So I, taking inspiration from that, have done that, TEH. So there you go. So I do it as a dig on gamers. And when I say gamers, I'm meaning GAMARZ, gamers. So that's it, as gamers, and so that whole thing is The Anchorage, and yeah, and a dig on gamers. just poke a little fun, stuff like that. I continue to play World of Warcraft because I've had it since '07, and I had a long gap of close to 10 years, and then I got back into it. And I am a casual gamer, and when you talk about gamers, when it comes up to casuals, we are evil because we don't care about FPS. We don't care about how far a key on a keyboard travels down before it makes contact with the. Ugh, it's just crazy, you know. So I just tool around on there. I do quests, and I do it for the story. I like the story part of it. So I liked it when they had the movie come out, you know, years back, and I thought it was decent. But there we go. And way over there in that corner, down here, if I can point to it, there you go. You can see I've got the logo for the anchorage. It is a green anchor on top of what it's reminiscent of the Battlestar Galactica Colonial Phoenix, because it had the circle and two little, I call them ears, they poke out, stuff like that. So that's reminiscent of my fandom for Battlestar Galactica. And my household logo of sorts that I actually created will actually have a circle of protection and Odin's raven. Looks a lot like that if you happen to look at the flag back there. And there we go. So that's this image, and that's really all that I've really got for you for this video. So thank you very much for checking this out, and I hope to see you again in the future, and I hope you come back, and we'll have fun. So thank you very much. Skál.